Right, there's some breaking transfer news. We're going to go back to our chief correspondent, Kaveh Solokol in New Jersey for more. Kaveh, what can you tell us?
Yeah, this is a story that I've been working on this afternoon with one of my colleagues, Keith Downey, who has excellent contacts.
The summer transfer window has once again proven that Manchester City operates at a completely different financial and strategic echelon than the rest of Europe. In a dramatic twist that has left the footballing world stunned, the reigning English champions have successfully hijacked a deal for one of La Liga's most coveted assets. Just as rivals believed the Spanish top-flight standout performer was destined elsewhere, City's hierarchy executed a swift, decisive move to redirect the player's flight path straight to the northwest of England. At the centre of this masterstroke is Manchester City's newly appointed sporting director, Hugo Viona. Tasked with ushering in a bold new era at the Etihad Stadium following the conclusion of Pep Guardiola's legendary tenure, Viona has wasted no time making a seismic statement of intent. By orchestrating this high-profile hijacking, the Portuguese executive has signalled to global competitors that Manchester City's appetite for absolute dominance remains entirely insatiable. The identity of the La Liga superstar, whose signature sparked an intense multi-club bidding war, represents exactly the profile of player City values: technically pristine, tactically versatile, and possessing a ceiling that frightens opposing managers. For weeks, the Spanish media had confidently touted the player's move to a domestic rival, framing the transfer as a done deal. However, those public assurances severely underestimated the allure of the Etihad and the quiet efficiency of City's recruitment apparatus. Crucial to the hijacking was Manchester City's ability to offer a sporting project that guarantees both immediate silverware and long-term tactical evolution. Under incoming manager Enzo Maresca, the club is meticulously retooling its squad to maintain its chokehold on domestic and European football. The addition of this La Liga virtuoso provides Maresca with a dynamic tool capable of unlocking deep defensive blocks and bringing the hallmark Spanish composure directly into the frantic pace of the Premier League. Financially, the deal represents another staggering investment by the club's Abu Dhabi-based ownership, though Viona's negotiations ensured the structures were handled with surgical precision. By meeting the complex release clauses and structuring an irresistible personal package, City effectively paralysed the player's other suitors. The swift nature of the final agreement left the hijacked club scrambling for answers and their fan base reeling from the sudden turn of events. The tactical significance of this acquisition cannot be overstated, particularly given the shifting landscape of City's midfield and attacking departments. With club legends moving on and aging stalwarts requiring lighter workloads, the incoming Spaniard brings a youthful exuberance coupled with elite Champions League experience. Capable of operating in tight half spaces and dictating transitions, the new signing bridges the gap between classic possession football and modern, high-intensity pressing. In the dressing room, the arrival of yet another world-class talent sends a clear message to the existing squad: complacency will not be tolerated. City's historic success has been built on a foundation of relentless internal competition, and the introduction of a La Liga icon will undoubtedly force everyone to elevate their game. The blend of established Premier League champions and hungry new imports creates a fascinating dynamic ahead of the pre-season tour. Pundits across Europe have already begun dissecting how this move shifts the balance of power on the continent. While La Liga loses another marquee name to the financial might of English football, the Premier League gains a genuine entertainer whose style is tailor-made for the global spotlight. Viona's ability to identify the precise moment of vulnerability in the player's prior negotiations is being hailed as an administrative masterclass. For the Etihad faithful, the announcement caps off a week of pure euphoria, transforming apprehension about a post-Guardiola transition into unbridled optimism. Fans had wondered if the club's allure would diminish during a summer of immense structural change, but this hijacking proves the Manchester City brand remains as potent as ever. The prospect of seeing their new star link up with elite creators at the club has already triggered a massive surge in shirt sales and season ticket excitement. The player himself is reportedly thrilled by the sudden change in destination, citing the chance to test his mettle in the world's most competitive league as a primary motivator. Sources close to the player indicate that a direct phone call outlining his specific role in Maresca's tactical blueprint was the ultimate catalyst in abandoning his previous arrangements. The allure of competing for a treble every single season proved too great a temptation to resist. Back in Spain, the fallout from the failed transfer has ignited fierce debate regarding the financial sustainability and retaining power of La Liga's elite. To lose a cornerstone player to a Premier League giant is a bitter pill to swallow, especially after a prolonged saga that dominated front pages for months. It highlights an uncomfortable reality for continental clubs trying to go toe-to-toe with the commercial juggernaut of Manchester. As the formal medical examinations wrap up and the official media presentation looms, Hugo Viona can look back on his first major market battle with immense satisfaction. He has not only secured a generational talent but has also successfully navigated his first true test under the intense scrutiny of the British media. This transfer establishes Viona as a worthy successor in the boardroom, capable of pulling off the kind of audacity the club has become famous for. With the paperwork finalized and the contract signed, the focus now completely shifts from the boardroom to the training pitch. As Manchester City prepares to defend its crown and chase further European glory, their newest La Liga recruit stands ready to write the next chapter of his career. If this dramatic transfer saga is any indication of what is to come, the Etihad Stadium is in for an incredibly thrilling ride.
This video and subscribe.